for now. We need to do some standard work before we can. So that's pretty typical. So that is the signal coming on. That's the background wash that came on.
The background wash.
Yeah,
okay.
so that is typical because it wasn't just DI anymore. It's DI plus a digestion solution.
The digestion solution.
So
that's the influence of the digestion solution.
So it creates a bump in the baseline, and all you do is just set base.
Set base.
And let that come back down to 5%.
That's about a minute, right? After set base.
So
like now,
yep,
it's even less than a minute. Maybe.
But yeah, less than a minute. Well, I guess. So I guess I was answering your questions. Let it set base. Wait at least a minute before you try to set base again.
Oh, okay.
It's like sometimes
give it a minute between set bases.
Yeah, because sometimes you can be impatient, being like,
let's do it now.
It's not leveling out. What the heck? So you just set base like 3 or 4 times, like really quick, and then it's like, yeah, it doesn't do anything. So just give it a second. And now, so 15 minutes went by since we put on color. We have a stable baseline. I'm going to put smoothing on to 12. That is the recommended smoothing level for this channel.
What is the meaning of smoothing? Like conditioning or something? Conditioning to...
I don't even know if conditioning is the right word.
Because we're working with the color now.
I'm trying to think of a good analogy. Like, I don't know, like the red filter on a camera or something like that. Like, you know, it's just like a sharpness thing. So without smoothing on, you can have little bumps in the baseline.
Oh, okay.
You put on smoothing and it just like levels it out. So it's like because of and each channel has a different
like
smoothing.
for conditioning the machine. I mean, to be ready for.
It's just. So the last thing. So after that, write down baseline again. After the color's been on, and the background matrix, you write down the smoothing value that you had for this run.
Which is
this
12.
Channel. It's 12.
It's always 12 for nitrogen?
Yeah, it's always 12 for nitrogen. It's always 4 for channel 2 for phosphorus. It's always 12 for ammonia, and it's always like 30 for alkalinity.
Alkalinity, okay.
So we're looking really good. Now I am confident that we can start a run. So the last thing we do before we can start a run is set gain, and the way you do that is you do spike timing. So you're going to send your high standard through the 910 and the 901 cups.
The first and the last.
First and the last cup. But at this point, I'm still only going to fill these 2 cups because just in case something goes wrong, I don't want to waste all of these, because once they're in this cup, like, you can't put them back in the test tube. Okay, you can't let them sit there overnight.
Okay, perfect. The kind of
so,
cautious and
then there's the 2.
Any potential problems that can ruin your.
Yep. And then just use a little wedge of Chem Wipe just to kind of prop it up, because this one, I don't know, for whatever reason, this one's kind of finicky, and you just need that little shim in there to let it sit right. So now, get your stopwatch and see our spike timing up here. The order is 910, 910, 901. And for 4-chem and total phosphorus, total nitrogen, there's 2 different sample timings. So on the system window, click on the XY sampler, and then you manually put in the cup position. So we're going to do 910. And then at the exact same time that you hit sample, you want to hit your start on your stopwatch. So now we're going to let it sample for 48 seconds.
48 seconds.
48 seconds on the 910 cup. And then we're going to set it back to the 0 cup for 12 seconds and repeat this process 3 times.
3 times.
So we're going to get three spikes that are going to come through.
So then click wash and then click
And then
sample.
Yep, after 12 seconds.
After
Yep. 10,
12.
11,
12 seconds.
12.
Okay.
Yep. So I have the stopwatch going right now with the lap time.
Exactly.
So I could see, 47 for the first one. So then I hit sample again at 9 for the 910 cup. So the second spike on the 910 is going right now.
So number 47 and click wash.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then you have 12 seconds to switch the cup
12
position
seconds to switch.
to 901. Yeah.
If you messed up with the time, what could happen?
Nothing critical. It's just for consistency. You want
Okay.
the same time.
But you can repeat the procedure, I guess.
Right. But you're really, especially when you're doing digestion, you're limited on how much standard you have, so you really can't afford to mess up more than like once.
So change to 901,
Yeah.
which is the first
Which
cup.
is the first cup. And
Uh-huh.
then 12-second wash.
And the 910 is the last one. Yeah, I got
Yep.
it. You said
Now, so I
900
did.
numbers.
So I did my second wash after the second spike at 910, and now I'm doing my last spike at 901, and waiting another 48 seconds,
So you're going to click wash and then
and then cancel.
cancel. Right? Yeah, okay, got it.
And when you're on the XY sampler, it won't let you do anything in this window.
Oh,
So if you see right now, I'm down to 4.1% on my baseline. So before my spikes come through, I'm gonna reset base. Come on. Okay. Set base again.
so basically.
And now we got about 5 or 6 minutes before the spikes come through. So I am going to now fill these.
Perfect time for filling the standards.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We got a few minutes to fill the standards.